Today, we're going to show you how to find missing length in the writing a triangle using SOHCAHTOA.
Let's start our lesson with finding out how to label our side length in a writing a triangle. So let's say we have a writing a triangle here with an angle theta. The longest side of the writing triangle is called hypotenuse. And this vertical length is right opposite of our angle theta, so it's called the opposite. And this bottom side length is right next to the angle theta, so it's called the adjacent. So I'm going to be using H for hypotenuse, O for the opposite, and A for the adjacent. Now that we know how to label our side length in a writing a triangle, let's jump into SOHCAHTOA. SO represents sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. CA represents cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. TOA represents tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. And altogether we call this SOHCAHTOA. And it's just an easy way to memorize how sine, cosine, and tangent works in writing a triangle. And now, in order to find a missing length using SOHCAHTOA in writing a triangle, we just need two things. One is an angle that's not a right angle. Second one is a one side length. With these two together, we can find a missing length using SOHCAHTOA. Let's jump into our example. So first example, we have a writing a triangle with an angle 30 degrees. It's 9 centimeters hypotenuse and we're trying to find the x on the bottom. So first thing you have to do is label your side length. Like I said before, this 9 centimeters is the longest side in your writing a triangle. So let's label that as H. And the x is right next to your angle 30 degrees. So let's call that A, adjacent. And now we have to look at SOHCAH and TOA and see which one involves A and H. And definitely CA has both A and H. So let's use cos 30 degrees is adjacent over hypotenuse, so x over 9. And in order to find x, we have to multiply the other side by 9. So 9 times by cos 30. And from here, you can use your calculator to find what cos 30 is. It's root 3 over 2. So if you multiply 9 by root 3 over 2, it'll become 9 root 3 over 2 centimeters. Second example, we have another writing a triangle here with a vertical side length as 5 centimeters, and we're trying to find what this x centimeter is. The angle is 60 degrees on the bottom right. Again, let's label our side length. 5 centimeters is opposite to your angle 60 degrees, so let's label that as O. X is the longest side of this right angle triangle, so let's label it as H. And again, go back to your SOHCAHTOA and see which one has both O and H. And definitely SO has both O and H, so let's use sine ratio. So sine 60 degrees is opposite over hypotenuse, so 5 over x. If your x is on the bottom, and here's a little trick. When x is on the bottom, all you have to do is swap x with the other side. So it will become x equals 5 over sine 60 degrees. Again, you can just pop sine 60 degrees into your calculator and see what the value is. It's root 3 over 2. So your x will become 10 root 3 over 2 centimeters. And let's move on to our last example. We have another writing a triangle with bottom side length as 3 centimeters. We're trying to find what the vertical one is, x centimeters, and the angle is 45 degrees on top. Let's label our side length. X is right next to your 45 degrees, so it's A, adjacent. 3 centimeters is opposite to the angle, so it's O, opposite. So out of SOHCAH or TOA, TOA has both O and A, so let's use tangent. So tan 45 degrees is opposite of adjacent, so 3 over x. Again, if your x is on the bottom, just swap it with the other side. X equals 3 over tan 45 degrees. Tan 45 is 1, so it becomes 3 over 1, which is 3. Therefore, x is 3 centimeters. So let's summarize what we have learned today. In order to find missing length in writing a triangle using SOHCAHTOA, first of all, label side length as either O or A or H. The second step is to find the correct trig ratio, either SO or CA or TOA. And all you have to do is solve for the x.
Thank you so much for watching our quadratic videos today. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel for more math tips and materials. Study smarter, not harder with Zach.